You are now watching the Joe Teel Podcast.
All right, let's talk about Katt. So this year, I knew 2024 was gonna be wild when Katt just came out.
Daddy wants to party, and you got to tell him no.
Yeah, didn't he call like how this year was gonna go? That shit was insane.
He did.
It was like January 4th. I still remember. I'm like, damn, this year is gonna be crazy. What is he talking about? Like, this shit is wild.
He did numbers, for him to call out Diddy. Now, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. But he wasn't telling the truth on that. Not the whole truth.
You don't think so?
No, I know so.
No, so, right.
I can break down where he was not telling the truth at. And then there were people that debunked certain things that he said, but because you're a fan of Katt Williams, you go, no. He was definitely telling the truth. He said everything he said on there was true. Okay, let's take one thing that he said on there. He said, Cedric the Entertainer is so not funny. He don't have one special on Tubi or Netflix. Did you hear me? Not one on Tubi or Netflix. He has a special on Netflix. That's just one thing. Listen, it's very minute, right?
Yeah.
It's very minute.
Yeah, but that kind of puts a hole in, like...
But people don't want to hear that. They love that. We love drama. We love controversy.
When I heard it, I was like, I was wondering, I'm like, I have no way to fact check half this shit, but it's just like, I wonder how much of this shit is true. We had a whole podcast episode making fun of it. We had a good time. We were laughing. Yeah, we had a blast. It was me, my boy Tony, and my buddy Luke. And I was like, bro, this is wild. But I had a feeling that he is a certain way.
What it is, I'll tell you what it is. You and I are both in this room, right? All right. You're looking this way, even though you know there are two computers back there, two monitors right there.
Right. You
don't see them. There are certain things that both of us are going to see the same. But see, I see that red light and that speaker and that water bottle. You don't see all that. Right. Katt was only telling his perspective.
Right.
It didn't mean that it was 100% the truth. When you leave out shit or you omit certain things.
Right.
It's just your perspective. And it was hella funny now.
That was funny. It was funny. Shit. I couldn't turn the interview off. I had to watch...
He was shooting slow. And Earthquake can't read. Where did that come from? What? An Earthquake can't... Why would you say that? What bearing did that have on your interview? I thought that was tasteless. Because Earthquake is my friend.
Right, yeah. So you know these people. So this was different. I'm just a stranger watching them talk about random folks. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy.
I had literally just done a show with D.L. Hughley, Cedric the Entertainer, Earthquake, Don D.C. Curry. Is that all? Yeah, we did New Year's in Houston. I just done a show with them for New Year's.
Oh, wow, that's 4 days later. Yeah.
That's right. And so here I am, just doing a show with these guys, and then you're talking about them. The things he said about Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley did audition for the Katt Williams part in that movie. But when Katt did it, it was like, oh, dude, you're not that. You're this. There's nothing wrong with reading for the part. Everybody reads for a certain part, but you may not get that part.
Right.
So that's all Ricky was saying. So Katt was telling from his perspective, which it wasn't true. It just wasn't true. He's got in his contract that Ricky Smiley must wear a dress every time he does a movie. Come on, man.
That's weird.
It's for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hollywood is a weird place.
What about Steve Harvey's hair? We're getting down deep in the weeds.
Come on, talk to me, baby. Steve Harvey is bald for a reason. Steve Harvey was the first man with a man unit. Let's say that. That was not his hair. Nobody's hairline is that straight. I got a haircut today. I didn't get any enhancements.
Right.
But I look good. But it ain't Steve Harvey line up good. I mean, it was a hairpiece. It's definitely a hairpiece. Cedric did not steal that joke from Katt. It was a different variation of a joke about being in a car that's like a spaceship. It's just a different variation.
Yeah.
He's stealing jokes. There's a lot of stuff in there that it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was I think that's just, it kind of set I don't know, I feel like it almost set the tone for the year. Shit just started going wild.
It did set the tone for the year.
People just started getting like, you know what, I'm going to tell what I got going on.
Brother. Hey, and I think some people should shut the fuck up. Yo, it's a lot of... think about this here. All at once, 120 people now want to tell us what Puff Daddy did to him. all at once. They came together. They've been having a reunion every year. Now they want to tell us all at once. But Puffy did some freak. There's no crime in being a freak. He's a freak.
Yeah.
He's freaky. How many bottles of baby oil? 1,000?
Yeah.
It was laced with a date rape drug.
Yeah. Okay. So that's. I've done a little studying on Diddy. I think they because of how powerful he is, he probably won't. He'll get indicted, but I don't think he'll get like very much.
Oh, it's already an indictment.
Yeah, but he's in trouble. But I think.
You think he'll get off?
I think he'll get off.
I think he'll die.
I mean, he might Epstein him. Yeah, a lot of people tie him to that type of deal. It's that type of situation.
I think
where there was hidden cameras there was getting a way to get over on people and to.
Hey Joe, they saying that he the reason that Jamie Foxx got sick.
Oh no,
Joe, it's deep, baby.
It's deep.
It's deep, Joe. Joe, it's deep, baby. I want no parts of it.
No, oh no.
You know, I lived in LA. There's a reason why I moved back. I lived there twice.
No thanks, huh?
No, have you ever been?
Been to LA?
Yeah.
I've been one time, and I feel like I didn't do none of those activities.
Let me tell you something, brother. They offer you everything.
Oh no.
You know, they used to lure kids into vans with candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what Hollywood is, brother. They lure you in with the hopes of being this or being that, and with, oh, you're gonna, just come here. And there's an old white man, and he loves to be touchy-feely. You ever had these old white men be touchy-feely with you? They're touchy-feely. And they want to rub your hand.
I ain't trying to get rubbed though.
And while you're standing next to them, they're introducing you to somebody who you really look up to. They're just patting you in the back. It's an old white man, and he's just patting you in the back, and his hand is going down your back, and it, kind of touches your butt a little bit, and you just like, man, this old white man touchy-feely. But then the white man, he's just, hey, come with me. And he grabs you by the hand, and he's, introduced. But you're looking at him like, this is a grandpa. He cannot possibly be, trying to hit on me, but he's really moving you around like you're his girlfriend. And then you guys sit down. And when you sit down, he touches your thigh, and he's telling, brother, it's deep. He touches your thigh, and they offer you different movie roles. Would you like to? Do you want to be in movies? I can get you in movies while he's touching your thigh. And it's not a sexual touch yet. It's a little uncomfortable.
That's
but
sexual enough for me. You got to. That don't touch my.
Hey, brother, it happens.
I'm sure.
It happens. It happens. I had to leave.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because first off, I've not done anything immoral or compromised my integrity to achieve any success that I've achieved. And so it's taken me a lot longer to get to where others got a lot faster. And sometimes God does bless some people a lot faster, but Satan also sends out blessings too. And so some of these people got what they got, and now they're getting what's coming to them.
Oh, no. Not the... No Diddy.
Brother, no Diddy. Hey, man, Joe, Hollywood is a weird place, brother.
I've been hearing. So no, I have no... I don't want to be nowhere near Hollywood.
They offered me a gay role.
And you was like...
I didn't take it.
Yeah.
I could have been in movies and stuff, but I can't.
Power's a weird thing, and then humans aren't meant to have like that much sway over other things, because we always we corrupt pretty much everything, right?
Absolutely.
But if you give someone that type, like I'm a movie director, I'm choosing who gets to get in this movie. Like most of them, they're like, oh, she ain't gonna do this for me. I'll go find this other young lady that'll do this for me, and now she's the lead actress.
Think about what Jerry Jones said to that guy the other day.
Oh my God!
See what I'm saying? If you're not gonna ask me the questions that I want you to ask me,
that shook me up,
brother. I want you to know that this happens all the time.
Right? Yeah.
That happens. That type of nepotism happens.
You think that's how the news is? How it is? Like did you just ask that question out of pocket? We will replace you.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That has
Jerry, and I don't think people realize Jerry opened up that can, and nobody's really looking at what he said. This was in front of people, but see, Jerry's 82. He's becoming a tad bit senile. He's not going to admit it, nor are others. But Jerry, what you've been doing now, you're saying it publicly.
Oh, you know he's been doing that for years.
He's been doing.
Ask me this question. Ask these questions, or I'll find somebody. That line was crazy. I'll find somebody else to ask me questions.
And the guy shut up, didn't he?
What can you say?
What? So this is what happens, and why certain people make it in Hollywood, and why certain people don't. Which is why, to get back to where we were at, Katt Williams. That's why it's looking like he's a prophet. He looks like a prophet with the things that he said, and how Hollywood is a weird place. There's a lot of lies being told, but it's all coming out now.
Right.
God, and I hate it. I hate that some of the people that people looked up to. The people are now telling stories about. I say, see something, say something. When you see it then, say it then. That's why I'm not really in agreement with people waiting 20 and 30 years. And
do you feel like it's a safety thing though? Do you feel like now's the time to talk about P. Diddy's in jail? Because he's dangerous. He confirmed that that he is dangerous, the type of power he has. There's also some cases like where they had the bodyguard kill that dude in the bathroom and shit. Yeah. So I mean, this is not a safe guy. This is not somebody that you just feel comfortable saying, "Hey, this is what happened to me."
By the way, I am not in any way. No, I'm just, no, Joe. I mean, it could be a safety thing,
right? Because I think that's kind of what happened. Like, so you think about the Nickelodeon documentary that came out this year. That was another one.
Brother, they don't talk about that.
A lot of them kids ain't said nothing up until now, but maybe when you see, I do get worried that when the door gets open, there are people that nothing happened to them, and they're like, well, here's my story, and they want to get involved, But there's definitely some kids that when that door got open, they were like, no, I need to.
That's right. There's some people that during this movement, they need to get this off their chest.
Right.
They've been hurting for years, and you wonder why they turn to drugs or alcohol. And then some people turn to same-sex relationships. And I'm not dogging same-sex relationships. What I'm saying is they've been accustomed to it since they were children. And it's not even, they don't even know the difference. They don't know. So they turn to that. I believe that those people need to be heard. But I don't think everybody telling the truth. That's the only problem, man. You got some people that's just crying wolf. And then you got some that are making up stories. There was one woman who offered her ex-boyfriend a 6-figure deal to corroborate her story about Puff Daddy. You know what I mean? So it's hard to believe everybody.
Right.
It's just hard to believe it. I don't think it's 120 people. Out of 120, it's going to be 17 that's probably really telling the truth.
Yeah, but that's just too many.
That's too many?
Yeah, that's too many. Yeah, especially if there's minors involved.
Oh, my God.
If this is that type of deal, which...
You know they're saying CPS is involved?
I'm sure.
That CPS provided the kids?
Oh, no.
Joe.
Oh, I thought you meant CPS was on the case. You saying, no, they was involved.
Joe.
Oh, no.
Joe.
That's not good.
Joe is deep, baby.
Yeah.
CPS allegedly provided. Damn.
It's like the Epstein stuff. They've confirmed that some of them girls was 14.
Hey, man. So, all right.
That has to be the most evil thing in the world, right?
All right. It is evil. So you remember the owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, Donald Sterling.
Yeah, the old dude, he'd be in the crowd going nuts.
Yeah. So Donald Sterling had the girl who recorded him saying bad things about black people, and he was like, "You bring those black people to my games." So Donald Sterling was basically kicked out of the NBA. They forced the sale of his team. Now it's to Steve Bowman, I think his name is. He worked with Microsoft or something like that. Anyway, Donald Sterling, what happened to him with that lady is what happens in Hollywood all the time. Old men take young women fresh out of high school. That's who they sleep with until that girl is then too old. And too old is 27.
And then they went to go find another high school girl?
That's right. They give him a severance package, which that's what he was trying to do with her. Here's the car that you want.
I'll just pay him off.
Absolutely.
Go do something else.
Here's $1 million in your account. You served me well. Here's $1 million in your account. Here's a G-Wagon. Here's a Ferrari. And here's a condo. Hollywood's a weird place, brother. And
well, with that, back to the Epstein stuff, I don't want to hang on too long, but they came out with this fund that's coming out of the Epstein estate where they're people can take a settlement, and a lot of the to stop that the actual stuff from getting out, a lot of these young young like ladies have took like these huge settlements, and it's just like,
hey man, I took some money from mesothelioma.
Did you really?
No.
I'm about to say,
But I would have if they'd offered it to me. Hell yeah, baby. I got mesothelioma.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is. I think it's only something white people get. I don't know if y'all get it, but damn, y'all did.
That's worth a Google. Somebody out there.
Mesothelioma. No, but I mean, listen, brother, they don't want this stuff out.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want this information out. You don't want people seeing your dirty drawers, do you?
Yeah, this guy, I was listening to him on a podcast. He was giving the P. Diddy Epstein breakdown. That's why it's all fresh on my brain.
Yeah.
And he was like, there was this other guy, Franklin, that was a bad dude or whatever. Yeah. And he's been trying to turn this into a documentary.
Yeah.
He can't get nobody to buy it. And Joe, and who was he on? He wasn't on Joe Rogan. He was on Sean Ryan. Anyway, Sean Ryan was like, yeah, dude, they're not going to put out their dirty laundry.
No,
Nobody's going to buy your documentary talking about how shitty y'all out.
Hey, man, listen. What's the difference in Puff Daddy and Hugh Hefner?
Probably.
Those girls were super young. And he was, what was it, 125? He's 125 years old?
No, he wasn't that old.
136. Man. He was 182.
Yeah.
However old he was old, man.
Yeah.
Young girls.
Yeah.
And this was a sexy thing.
I'm surprised they hadn't turned that into... I'm sure there's a documentary out there. There's got to be a...
Brother, there
had to be... You can't tell me that everything's on the up and up there at the Playboy Mansion.
There's nothing on the up and up about Hollywood. You'll see this different circles as you grow.
Right.
In this business, there are going to be people that want what you have. They're going to want your podcast. You're going to get better. You're going to get more famous. You're going to have bigger clients that come on. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so people are going to look at you and go, Joe, we like what you're doing. We'd love to have this old white man. Definitely want Joe. He's giving you. You already want a bigger podcast, right? Here comes this old white man. Joe, you don't want it that bad?
Not
hey,
that bad.
Joe, I got a check right here for you. $275,000. Hey, I'm just gonna sit there right there. Come here, Joe. And he's gonna grab your hand. He's just gonna leave. But he's an older white dude. He's like a grandpa.
We're gonna grab that check and run.
Brother, look here. Hey man, Whitney gonna be over there like, Joe, you're like, give me a second, baby. Just go see your grandpa once. Oh, brother, it can be weird. That's why a lot of people remain in this area. And I don't blame people for living in this area. I don't blame them at all. It's weird out there in the rest of the world, brother.
Yeah. So do you think that's all the big cities? You think it's a city thing, or is it just those hot spots like New York, Los Angeles?
It's a Hollywood type of thing.
Oh, just
you know how you said power?
Yeah.
Some people, it's a power thing. I think that it happens. It probably does happen in Texarkana there.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I mean, that can go as simple as just your boss. Yeah. You got to think of how many bosses throughout time have took advantage over somebody.
Yeah.
In different ways, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Bad as that.
That's right.
Fleshes out. You know.
I mean, and people sleep with their bosses all the time. Yeah. And some people do it for favor. Some people do it because they genuinely fell in love. But how do you know the difference?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some women like power. Some people, some
women love power.
Sometimes they like when it's not right.
Women love
but I think guys do too, though. Yeah, they have to stay real. Women
love men who are in powerful positions.
Yeah. And they also love people that work at the damn gas station.
They damn sure do. They love them. Why, I don't know, but they love them. Think about Donald Trump is not a handsome man. I'm not dogging this brother. He's not handsome. He may be charismatic.
Right.
But he's powerful.
Powerful. That's a whole different ballgame.
It's a whole different ballgame. It makes you sexier. Chris Rock was ugly as Pookie in New Jack City. Chris Rock kind of cute today. That money and that power, baby, get you to do something for you. It just does.
Man. Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, so I know we went off and, we started with the Katt Williams thing, but, and I jumped into this whole other, but seriously, it's a lot. It's weird. It's weird out there. Katt wasn't totally wrong, but he was definitely
wrong in some places, yeah.
A lot of places, yeah.
So if you're enjoying this clip, head over to the Joe Teel Podcast on YouTube and check out our full-length episode. Episodes drop weekly. You don't want to miss it. Tap in.